African Cultural class, sponsored by the Nikki Love and Ankh Show. You are now watching part one of Brother Ankh teaching on the oldest writings found in Africa.
Radio show that Dr. Wesley Muhammad was on. He's a pretty good researcher, but I think he's in error of a few things. And if you go back and listen to it, me, Brother Ankh, I called into the show. And what I was trying to say was, I was saying that the oldest writing is found in Africa, right? And I said the pictograph. And what Dr. Wesley Muhammad said was that no, that my thinking was outdated and that the pictograph wasn't the oldest writing. And then they went to another call and I came back and I say, no. I wasn't talking about the meta-nature that you find in Egypt. I was talking about the original writings that you find in caves that date back to 65,000, 70,000, 100,000 years. And that's what I was trying to show. But now, the amazing part about it, that show was like maybe 3 months ago, right? But come to find out, as of February, right, you got some researchers that's now saying the same thing that I was saying. That modernized behavior, first of all, modernized behavior go back to at least 170,000 years at Pinnacle Point, where you find these Africans taking iron ochre and breaking it down into pigment, mixing an egg with it, and making a certain mix, right? Using it for cave painting, painting themselves, suggests modern behavior, which it is modern behavior. Also at these sites, right, they found that you had tools, stone tools, forged with fire. So these people at 170,000 years at Pinnacle Point knew how to use fire and manipulate fire to get things done, to sharpen their weapons and those sort of things. So, in this magazine, News Scientist, right, it details this. It details, here's a map of Africa, the United States, South America, Australia, you got France. You find these symbols right here. You find this symbol right here, the Dogon, the spiral, you find the cross with the X, you find the pyramid shape, you find the snake shape, you find the star clusters, the circle, the dot, you know, the Africans, you know, the patal, the black dot, you find all these symbols. You find them symbols there. You find them all over the world, but the symbols came up out of Africa, South Africa. You got Uganda, Tanzania, Obo River. You got the Nile Valley. You find that it was a great ice age, right? So all this region, feel me, was inhabitable at certain points in time, right? And eventually people migrated down here and came back up. Well, this is where the first writing symbols occur. 70,000, 65,000, and they end up in Europe. We call them Grimaldi Africans, Dr. Ben says, Grimaldi Africans, right? And they give us our first concept of what they're miscalling God. But I ain't gonna get into that yet. But I wanted to show you these symbols here. Your first writing, organized writing, pictograph. I call it the meta-nature, right? The signs and symbols of nature, or natural instincts. Symbols created by original women and men, right, that progress through the whole world. See that? But these date back to 65,000 years, 35,000 years in southern France. Not in the northern region, but the southern region. There you got the Strait of Gibraltar, named after the African. I think it was Tariq, not sure, right? But the strait was definitely named after him. But the point I'm making here is, this is just for Brother Wesley Muhammad, that you was wrong in saying that Brother Ankh was wrong, talking about the signs and the symbols, because there they go. And in this magazine, right, the Stone Age Code, okay? Now they start to realize that, damn, these paintings in these caves was actually a type of, you started that already, Majestic? That these cave writings was telling a story. And I've always said that because I've always looked at the cave paintings as being the first writing. But now we got the European agreeing to that. You got these two Europeans, what they actually did was they actually went around and mapped all the caves and got a catalog, and they was amazed to find that the same damn symbols was in the same thing. So how could that happen? Some people will lead you to believe that the same symbol just popped up there. But through our research, through Dr. Ben and John Henry Clark and others, we find, right, that there's a migration. Even in the Journey of Man, right? In National Geographic, they show your migration. Okay? But now, this migration that they're showing right here in National Geographic is now officially outdated, and I'll get into why it's outdated. But it does show that the life, human existence, the oldest finds is found in North America. I mean, it's found in Africa, not North America. My fault. You crazy Moors be saying that, right? There's no archaeological remains, no archaeological information to support ancient life in Africa. As a matter of fact, you got the, real quick here, I don't even know if I spelled it right. Lauren, that's spelled it right. How you spell it, Nikki?
Spell what?
Lauren.
E. L-U-R-E-N.
Laurentide ice sheet. Got the Laurentide ice sheet right here. Up to 15,000 years ago. Okay, this was frozen with ice in North America. Laurentide ice sheet, look it up. Laurentide ice sheet, look that up. So that was frozen, so you don't got no ancient people nowhere because all of this whole region right here was frozen. That's the United States. And that's where you get the Great Lakes was formed. When these ice sheets started to retreat, then you get Niagara Falls, right? And then you get the Great Lakes. All that comes from the Laurentide ice sheet turning away Earth and melting and forming the Great Lakes and the Niagara Falls. Okay? But not before 15,000 or 20,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. So when you say ancient man or the first black people was found in North America, ancient, that's not the truth. Because the Laurentide ice sheet proves that, and you go to any museum and they'll show you that. Now let me read a little something from here to show you.
Oh, I'm in yours, I'm sorry.
Okay, now, come to here, this section, and it says, rewriting prehistory. It says, that suggests we might need to rethink our ideas about prehistoric people. We already know because we study information. We already understand that. But now scientific information is starting to catch up with our ideas that support what we're saying. It says, need to rethink our ideas about prehistoric people. Von Pizzer, that's a white woman, says, this incredible diversity and continuity of us suggests that symbolic revolution may have occurred before the arrival of the first human beings in Europe. Yeah, we know they did already. We understand that. Okay? If she is right, it would push back the date of creative explosion by tens of thousands of years. The idea would seem to fit with a few transatlantic findings that have emerged from Africa and the Middle East over recent years. At Bloemboom's Cave in South Africa, Bloemboom's Cave in South Africa, hold on, Bloemboom's Cave, Bloemboom's. Okay, the idea was seen to fit a few transatlantic findings emerged in Africa and the Middle East over recent years at Bloemboom's Cave in South Africa, Southern Cape. For example, archaeologists have recently discovered pieces of hamitic and iron oxidized used to make red pigment engraved with abstract designs that are at least 75,000 years old. You can find that in volume 223, page 565 in Science magazine. Okay, meanwhile, at the Suluk Rock shelter in Israel, yeah, that's Israel, but there ain't no damn Israelites there at 75,000 years. Let's get that established, right?
Right.
Just black people. Don't try to look at this and say, see, there you
So
go.
there was no Hebrews there, right?
Right, no, it wasn't there. Okay, let's see.
What was there? What was there?
Black
Africans?
people.
Africans?
Original people. Africans. That's right, I'm saying we're Africans, right? Let me read this again. Meanwhile, at the Skoloff Rock, let me write this down. S-K-H-U-L. Look it up. Don't believe me? Look it up. In Israel, there are shell beads considered by some to be personal ornaments and evidence for symbolic behavior as far back as 100,000 years ago. You can find that in the Science magazine, volume 312, page 1785. Further evidence may well come from caves elsewhere in the world, and indeed a tentative look at the extensive record suggests that many of von Puser's symbols crop up in other places. See the map on page 32. I'm going to show you how the map. The open angle symbols, for example, can be seen on engravings at Bloom